WBO Cruiserweight champion who briefly held the WBC's innovative Bridgerweight crown.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 10 rounds, and it'll be for the vacant WBC Silver Heavyweight Championship. Brought to you by Frank Warren on behalf of Queensberry Promotions, along with their great sponsors, Riyadh Season, 32 Red, and Unibet. It is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control, Steward in Charge Dean Hollington, along with the World Boxing Council, President Mauricio Suleiman, Supervisor Dennis Gilmartin, Timekeeper Stephen Pucci. Our 3 judges assigned will be Mark Bates of England, John Jonah of Spain, and Hendrik Schramm of Germany. Our referee in charge will be Leigh Every of England. Introducing to you first, fighting tonight out of the red corner, he comes to the ring wearing black with white and weighed in officially at 18 stone, 9 pounds. Coming to us from Cologne, Germany, he brings a professional record of 18 wins, just 1 defeat, with 14 of his 18 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Hussein Muhamed. And his opponent across the ring, fighting tonight out of the blue corner, he comes to the ring wearing black with gold and weighed in officially at 18 stone, 8 pounds. Hailing from Hackney, London, England, he was a 2016 Olympian and now is a professional, has a record consisting of 20 wins, just 1 defeat, 15 of those 20 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the former 2-weight champion of the world, Lawrence "The Sauce" Okolie.
Boxers, please. Okay, lads, when I say stop, you stop boxing. When I say break, take a step back. Keep your hands up, protect yourself at all times. Good luck to you both. Good luck.
I wonder if anybody has dared mention to Lawrence Okolie, be on your guard more than ever. Now you are a heavyweight. We're about to welcome into this division where one tiny second can change the course of a man's career. Here we go as Lawrence Okolie sets out to rebrand himself as a top heavyweight. An excellent career as a Cruiserweight world champion, a brief reign at the new innovative Bridgerweight limit, 16 stone, but all along there's been a heavyweight in there, Richie, crying to get out, and he makes his bow tonight at 18 stone, 8.5. And that is 3 stone heavier than he has ever fought professionally.
Yeah, an incredible transformation, really, but he's got the frame for it. He's very tall, and he carries that weight well, but nevertheless, 3.5 stone heavier, and that is some increase, isn't it? But with big right hands are going in from Okolie early on, and that's his danger shot, remember. He's setting it up well behind his jab, started with the jab well, especially to the body, and then he's looking to land that right hand, so he's trying to catch Muhamed early here, Paul, with these right hands, and this has not been too bad a start from Okolie. Good shot again.
He's felt the power of some of these, as Hussein Muhamed. If anybody had seen what happened at the press conference on Thursday, I think they'll find a slight irony here as Leigh Every again tells Muhamed off about holding, because at the press conference, Muhamed went to a long lecture about how Lawrence Okolie should fight against him, and he said, "I do not want any holding. I've not come to London to have a wrestling match with you."
Well, he started, yeah, well, that's fair enough, because in the past, Lawrence Okoli's been guilty of that type of boxing. We've all seen it from him, but nevertheless, he has got really good skills as Lawrence Okolie. Started this one pretty well behind that jab, keeping that guard nice and high, so it's good boxing from him at the moment, trying to set up that right hand. There's that jab again to the body. So it's a decent start from Okolie, and he'll want to look good tonight. Remember, this is his debut for Queensbury, and he'll want to look good here.
He's not having any trouble finding Hussein Muhamed early on. That's another splendid opening, isn't it? Muhamed might not beat the count. Lievery's looking very closely at him. Up at 8.
Oh, he's all over the place,
He's all over the place. Lievery's lifting at the feet. He's not happy. And Lawrence Okolie has done it in the fashion of David Adelaide here tonight. It'll get harder, but how is that for a starter in the heavyweight division?
Well, I said he needed to look good, and he certainly did. And the referee was 100% correct there. He asked for the boxer to walk forward. He did. He was on unsteady legs. He's looked into his eyes. He's not happy. He's closer than anyone, the referee, and he's called it. And I think he's absolutely spot on. Great performance from Lawrence Okolie. He had to look good. He did look good. He looked explosive. Frank Warren will be really happy with that, as will Lawrence Okolie and his camp. Tremendous display.
We don't judge these matters on timings, Richie, but that was even quicker than Adelaide. 1 minute and 8 seconds.
And let's give credit as well to his coach, Joe Gallagher, in there. He's with him now, and yeah, they've started it really well, haven't they, together? And Joe Gallagher got the tactics right. Lawrence Okolie carried out those tactics and has produced that knockout in the first round. It's heavyweight boxing, but fair play to Joe Gallagher and Lawrence Okolie. They've worked really well together on this one. They've got it bang on.
To the manor born, or so it seems, here tonight. The story started across London in Hackney for Lawrence Okolie, and I'm afraid it's been a short trip and a painful trip to London for Hussein Muhamed. Never looked settled.
I think, Paul, you know, he's got caught early, hasn't he, with a couple of shots, but I thought it was a good start from Lawrence in terms of his boxing, getting behind his jab. Like I said, he's a big lad. He carries that weight, that extra weight, no problem at all. It was always going to be the question, wasn't it, how he was going to look 3.5 stone heavier. But he's setting it up there. Look, there's that jab to the body, and he's come back with a right hand. So, I mean, the jab to the body has actually sparked a response from... He's countered the counter there, because what Muhamed has done, he's tried to counter that body shot. He's come back, missed with his own shot, and Okolie has then come back with the right hand, countering the counter. Lovely work. First and third boxing. Basically, he's first with his jab, Muhamed is second, then with the right-hand counter that missed, and then Okolie's back with the third attack that's knocked him out. Tremendous.
Adam Booth spoke about the athleticism that David Adelaide possesses, but when you slow that down in that fashion and look at Okolie's natural athletic reactions there, Richie, that was breathtaking.
Yeah, it was lovely, wasn't it? And like I said, he's moved in, and that was always the big question. I was speaking to Bunchy about it earlier. Our big question was how he was going to perform with being 3.5 stone heavier. It's a big risk, but hey, he looked absolutely brilliant with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 2 minutes, 14 seconds of round number 1. Our referee in charge, Lievery, stops the contest. Therefore, your winner by way of technical knockout. And now, the new WBC Silver Heavyweight Champion, Lawrence "The Sauce" Okolie.
Some dispute over the official timing there, but no disputing. Lawrence Okolie is about to make a big impact on what we've seen tonight at heavyweight. That was the intention all along. First step, excellently executed.
Well, a statement from David Adelaide. What about that from Lawrence Okolie?
Yeah, big statement. Becky, I think that I was talking to Buncey just kind of before we come on there. That was that was probably the most exciting version of Lawrence Okolie I've seen, really. And I mean, in terms of how he was fighting, he was being aggressive, he was on the front foot. Yeah, I like what I've seen. Obviously, we didn't see a lot of it, but I was just a wee bit concerned. Obviously, it's 3 stone heavier than he's ever fought before. That I was concerned a little bit about that and how he was going to fight. Was his feet going to be slow? They didn't look slow.
Looked fast.
His hands still looked fast as well. And if he can carry the good attributes that he had with him as a cruiserweight up to heavyweight, he's going to be a dangerous man.
And he took him out with a counter. And I've used this a few times because we like to knock in Britain. The British fans sometimes like to knock. British public media like to knock. If that had been an American knocking out a guy who moved up in weight, knocking out a guy that had lost once in 20 fights with a counter, not a wild shot, a counter, we'd be ranting and raving. Listen, I don't want to get too carried away, but that was some finish there tonight, Carl. He's measured a right hand. He's an 18.5 stone, 6'5" man who's measured a counter perfectly to knock out a guy who, by the way, was 1 pound heavier than him. Now, that's fairly impressive. The raw facts there are impressive.
How much of a problem could he cause this heavyweight division?
Well, listen, I'll tell you now, straight away, I want to see him and David Adelaide. Let's get that right.
That's the fight. That's the fight I was thinking of straight away.
I want to see him and Moses Atama next year. And you know what? What about him and Fabio Wardley? Because he's smart as well, Lawrence Okolie. Olympics. Yeah. He went to the Olympics, World Championships, Europeans. And here he is, a double world champion, knocking people clean out with 1 punch.
They're both still in the building. They only did sort of 2 minutes collectively. Let's see if we can get it back in there. But look, we could go ringside now. Lawrence Okolie is with JD.
Yeah, thanks so much, Becky. We are here with the source, Lawrence Okolie, because you don't get paid for overtime in this job, right? So I knew from a couple of days ago you said to me you wanted to make a statement. We saw the fireworks at the press conference and everything else that came in between, but what did it actually feel like underneath the bright lights? New weight for you, new opportunity, new banner as well with Queensbury, all of it coming together and then performing that victory.
No, I felt good, you know. That's my second first-round KO in a row. Now that I've been putting on the weight, enjoying training camp, I can be a lot more explosive, and it's showing in the fights. As soon as I start hitting these guys, they start going. So I'm ready for just the best in the world at any weight. The fact is, I've been a world champion in 2 different weight classes, and I'm here to be world champion in the 3rd.
Remind them, because sometimes the people at home don't recognise how happy you could be being at this weight, going into fight week, not having to worry about weight restrictions or anything else. So tell them about your mentality going into this one, how different it was.
I felt super robust, super strong. You know, I think people might have thought, he was weighing 200 pounds last year, why is he weighing 250, 260 now? But I feel happier and natural and a lot more solid. You know, when I was making cruiserweight and even bridgerweight, because of what I have to do to make that weight, I feel tired and I feel a bit, when I go the distance, am I going to be fit enough? Right now, I just know every round I can go explosive, recover. So it feels good, man.
One thing I do know about Joe Gallagher is 100% you're always going to be coaching. I even saw it at the end there, even after a dominant 1-round performance, you're still giving him advice about things that you wanted to see probably going into the next one. So just tell me, in the short period of time you saw with Lawrence tonight, what made you happy as their coach?
Well, one that he won and he got the belt. He was under a lot of pressure for one. But there was some mistakes he made in the first round. But like anything, it's here. It's his first fight under Queensbury. Frank Warren, the boss is here, so he wants to impress. And we wanted to continue the form from Poland, where the first round knockout. And we wanted to get rid of this bad smell around Lawrence, where it's always a hugger, he's a holder, and all that. And that's what we've been working on in the gym. The man can punch, seriously punch. And I'm really excited now, going forward now for 2025. He's in the mix now.
Definitely is in the mix, and someone who's going to be able to help him out with that mix is the man sitting next to me again. You've had a busy night with these heavyweights, aren't you?
I told you, they're on fire. I mean, that was unbelievable. We said before the fight when we were talking, I felt he'd be much more comfortable. He hasn't worried about making weight now. It's not in his head how that's going to affect him during the fight. He's trained well, he's got a great trainer. Look what he's done, he's made a statement. Was he 29-1? 29-1 fighter who fancied the job, and he's gone out and done the business and done it in style. So next year, big fights, big fights. This heavyweight division, I'm telling you, is something else at the moment.
I just want to get the final word from you, if you don't mind if I just slip in here, because I look at even Duke McKenzie over there. We already know what Duke McKenzie and how important he is as a free-weight world champion, especially coming from Britain. You set your ambitions about wanting to do and replicate the same sort of thing. You heard Frank right there. 2025 is meant to be your year. Is this a statement for the rest of the division?
I'm going to do it. I won a world title with 2 different weight classes. I want to win the heavyweight title with Frank.
Usyk did it. David Haye's done it.
It's time, man. I'm bigger than both of them, so I just need to get myself in those fights. Exactly. I just need to get myself in those fights, and I'll show.
I'm not going to start with the football, just in case any Man United fans are watching.
But then Adelaide got a first-round knockout as well, didn't he? Damn. I'm trying to figure out who's going to get that Christmas knockout bonus. Frank will have to let us know, but for now, I'm happy with my win, happy with my belt, and we'll enjoy Christmas.
We'll let the viewers decide whoever you want for that bonus that's going there, but dominant performance again from Lawrence Okolie.
Cheers.